Set! Blue 80! Blue 80! 180! 180! Set!
If the quarterback situation ain't right, then the whole offense is corrupt.
Set!
You can't sell me hope if you ain't got a quarterback.
Set! Blue 80! Blue 80! 180! 180!
That fantasy pick might look good on paper, but what's his role?
Set!
You don't win your fantasy league on draft night. You win it with everything you do before and after.
Welcome to Football is Money, where every snap has a price. Every decision has value. And every Sunday, somebody gets paid. Let's get it! Football is money! That's the mission. Fantasy betting every division. Every touchdown, every decision. We don't chase hype, we chase precision. Football is money. We cashing out, breaking every matchup, no doubt. If it makes dollars, then it makes sense. Welcome to Football is Money. Monday film, Friday picks, Sunday tickets, watch them hit. Fantasy lineups, betting slips, power rankings, championships, quarterbacks, pocket clean, read defenses, know what they mean. No hot takes, no guessing games. We bring numbers, we bring names. Football is money. That's the movement. Every episode, constant improvement. NFL, college too. If football matters, we're talking to you. Cowboys corner, cash in the end zone, fantasy life, coach mode, QB power, draft grades every week, new plays. We don't follow, we evaluate, find the value, separate, because Vegas sets the line. Football is money, reads between the signs. Football is money. Louder now. Turn it up. Hear the crowd. Every season, every play. Football is money every day. This is Football is Money. Real football. Real talk. Real money. Let's eat.
Hey man, welcome back to Football is Money. All right. You know, we back, we streaming. We're trying to get everything situated. We still in our Dynasty startup draft, and it's been getting crazy. It's been getting mad wild up in there. You know what I'm saying? Tempers is flaring. You know, anxiety is starting to set in, and I think the full weight of this dynasty, the stress, that comes along picking a competing roster, you know, weekend. Hey man, welcome back to Football is Money. All right. You know, we back, we streaming. We're trying to get everything situated. We still in our Dynasty startup draft, and it's been getting crazy. It's been getting mad wild up in there. You know what I'm saying? Tempers is flaring. You know, anxiety is starting to set in, and I think the full weight of this dynasty, the stress, that comes along picking a competing roster, you know, week in and week out, and trying to cash in and win at the end of the season. I think all of these things are starting to get to a few guys. We got lopsided trades going on. You know, people not liking the trades that other people are presenting. And it's just pretty much a bunch of different personalities and attitudes that pretty much want everything to go their way, right? And that's not what we're doing here, all right? So, you know, we're just trying to get everybody on the same page and just make sure we have a great, fun, competitive fantasy league for the next few years to come. All right. And that's all we're trying to do. That's all we are trying to do. So before we get back into the draft, man, I wanna just show you guys this wheel. Yeah. So these are all the participants for this month's giveaway. All right. So if you want your name on the wheel, man, you know what you got to do. You got to tap in, talk football. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Sign up at footballersmoney.com for the email list and get your name on this wheel. And if you want added entries, go ahead and subscribe to Footballers Money Plus. It's on the website as well. And however much that you put in there, that's how many entries you will get every month that you are constantly in it. And that is the Footballers Money Fantasy family. All right. So come on, come on, man. You know what I mean? We enjoy you. We enjoy your conversation. We enjoy your company. You know what I'm saying? And we just want to keep on doing what we've been doing. All right. So let's get that off of there. Now I'm gonna pull up the league, and as of where we are right now, we just gonna break it down. You know, I'm trying to break it down to the best of my abilities and just try to understand what's going on and what everyone is doing. And we also gonna have a couple of guys from the league, from the Dynasty League. I want to say the Dynasty League, he's in two of our leagues, Dynasty and the Redraft. And then we're going to have another guy that's in our Dynasty League as well. So we're going to, try to talk to these guys, and hopefully everything goes accordingly. And we're just going to see where they are and how they feel this point or this far into the draft. All right. So let's get this up here. All right. Got me dab smack in the middle of the screen. Still in the middle of the screen. All right, let me move me down and out the way. So let's start with the first pick. And as you can see, he got picks all around the board. He got Ashton Genty here as the number one pick. I mean, I can respect it. Like we said the other day, I believe he's going with upside. And, I can dig it. Yep. So, and they traded out to get that pick. So he essentially traded out the first round, at the 101 spot. And he was cool with getting Genty. So he clearly had a plan from the jump. So, yeah. First pick, he's gone. Second round, no pick. But you see, he's one of the only teams with 4 players in the third round. He got 3 players in the third round. And, that's pretty good trading, right? I mean, to pick up 2 extra second round picks from 2 different managers, hey, it's GOAT. It's GOAT territory. But, at the same time, what are you giving up? So he gave up second so far, we see, and he has no 4th round pick. But, he was able to double up here, triple up there. So essentially, you're getting your 2nd round pick, your 3rd round pick, and your 4th round pick all in the 3rd round. And that's true manager. That's managing, and he managing everything right. So kudos to Dutch Cub. I like his team. I like his build. I like where he's going. He's not scared to take a chance on some young guys to jump for QB. Go ahead and get a dominant tight end. and then just kind of go middle of the pack with the receivers. But Chris Olave over Nico, I think it's a little jump, but it's respectable to say the least. To say the least. All right. So let me sit me down here and just chill for a second. And let's go to Chargers. Chargers also have 4 picks in the first 3 rounds as well. So these guys are out here willing and dealing. So he doubled up on running backs, 2 powerful running backs, 2 powerful receivers. As you can see, I traded away A.J. Brown. We'll talk about, what I did when we get there. But as you can see over here, Chargers, he's acquired a couple of more picks so far. Willing and dealing. Haven't really lost anything except for a 5th and a 7th and a 10th. And he lost, he traded that to me as well. For my 3rd and my 6th. And like I say, just like when we talk about the last guy, essentially he'll be drafting he get to draft his 5th round player early. And he'll have to do the same thing for, we'll see. He got another trade with somebody over here. So, he's making a lot of moves. I know he was in the midst of a couple of controversial trades. But long as both parties agree to it, man, and everybody feel like they getting the value that they want, I'm letting it go. There's no voting on any trades, but I do have to, process each trade. I just look over, just make sure it's nothing wild. I know we have a few, at least 1 or 2 new managers, new to Dynasty, probably played fantasy before, but they're new to Dynasty. And so we got to look over it. I got to look over it and make sure that, they not doing nothing too crazy that's going to, throw off the balance of this league. And that's it. I'm not trying to be reject the people trade just because I feel threatened about somebody's team. I just want to try to maintain the integrity of the league, man. And that goes for all of the arguing and the bickering and the name calling, and all the strays that's been throughout to everybody throughout the league. That's not what we're here for. That's not what we're trying to build, man. We playing together for the next 3 years minimum. So everybody got to learn how to get along. You know what I'm saying? We locked in. Take out your frustrations, on the field. And that's just how we're going to do that. So let's go over here to Mad Dog Ken. So Mad Dog Ken, he's one of the only players right now. I think it's a couple of other players that haven't made any trades. And sometimes, teams just want to go with their picks. They don't want to be moving all over the board, or they don't want to do this extra, feeling like they losing something. So, I think the people that haven't made any trades, they got the FOMO. Yeah, fear of missing out. Yeah. But for his team, he started with a running back, double back, come back in the 2nd round, get a quarterback, and then he get his stack. George Pickens and Dak Prescott, which is a pretty decent stack if you believe they can duplicate what they did last season. I like his team. It's solid. Everybody doing their thing. Let's go to Jay Mitch. So he sold away his 2nd round pick. And what did he get for that? We sold that to Jersey Mike. So it looked like he ended up getting Jersey Mike 5th. Is that it? Help me out here. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how this one went through. Looked like he traded away his second round, and all he got back from Jersey Mike was a fifth round, and maybe he got some future picks and stuff like that. I have to dive deeper into this trade to actually see what transpired. Cause that looked a little odd to me. Why would you trade a second round? I know he didn't trade a second round for a fifth round, and that's it. But it looks like that's all in this draft. So, and there comes the question, like, what future picks would be equal to a second round pick in the current draft? Because I don't think a first round pick, even in the next year's draft, is gonna be worth the second round pick right now. You know what I mean? And that's just my opinion. All right, so let's talk about my team. So as you can see, I done made one trade with Chargers. Chargers been willing and dealing with everybody, and for the most part, you know, it's been decent trades. So I had already drafted AJ Brown. Not really sold. I mean, I think he'll have a good year in New England with Drake May. You know, I think they'll do good out there.
Drake. Drake.
And but you know, I just saw an opportunity. You know, I think there'll still be talent that I can give me some good wide receivers in the fifth round. I'll double up right there, give me a couple of them, try to grab one in the fourth round, whatever. Got a couple of picks in the 7th and a couple of picks in the 10th. And I know a lot of people sleep on these picks around here, like from 5 to 7. You know, I think that's a golden range to actually get a lot of good talent that can actually start for you. And the same thing with the 10th round pick. So, you know, before we get out of round 10, I look to have my roster, you know, pretty much complete and ready to compete, at least for my starters and everything. So, I mean, Joe Burrow, my number 1 pick, that can be questionable. You know what I mean? I just wanted to go ahead and get at least one quarterback before all of this started, because I just had a feeling it was going to do this, right? And, yeah, so I went ahead and got me a quarterback, Joe B, and came back and got a running back. You know, James Cook came off the board. That was going to be my pick. And but as you can see at this point, by the time I get back to my pick in the second round, that's the 6th quarter running back that's coming out that came off the board. But they do start coming off a little later as well. So I mean, so far I'm cool on my team. Ain't the best build I done had, but you know, I still got time to correct it and get it how I want it to be. So let's see, Spicy Brady, the man that's been holding up the league. Chase Brown, number 1 pick, first receiver coming off the board. Great value. Can't lose getting Jamar Chase anywhere in the first round. For him to come all the way all the way to the 6th, truly exceptional, right? And then we got Justin Herbert, because by the time he gets to this guy, you know, it's a lot of quarterbacks already came off the board. But what's surprising is he took Herbie before Dart, before Dak, before Hurts. You know, I don't think I would have did that, but, you know, maybe he feeling very high on this team, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if he's that high on Herbert, he has to be high on some of those receivers out there in Los Angeles, right? So we'll keep an eye on that to see what he do moving forward. And he also picked up Jeremiah Love, running back out of Arizona, 3rd round pick. Rookie, we'll see how he do this year. I know Arizona got a crowded running back room, so we will see exactly what happens. And Spicy Brady is on the clock once again. I'm pretty sure he's probably doing some dealing and trying to just get some more picks like we all are. All right, Bronco. We done talked about Bronco a few times. He got Puka and Trey McBride. He got the first tight end off the board and the second receiver. I think that's a pretty cool 1-2 pick. No quarterback yet. I think that's kind of I think that's bold. Like when you don't get a quarterback in the first 2 or 3 rounds, I think that's pretty much yeah, it's dangerous. So we see him pick 1, pick 2. He doesn't have a 3rd round pick. Looks as if he doesn't have a 4th or a 5th round pick. And let's see, what did he get for these picks? He done traded DGS, Chargers. So let's see. He got an extra 8th, an extra 9th, 12th. He had two extra 12th, so he have 3 picks in the 12th round. And I'm pretty sure some future assets as well to just be cool with taking yourself out of rounds 3 through 5. That's wild. I don't think I would want to go that far. And then especially not having, any running backs, any quarterbacks, you know what I mean? And so you're not going to be able to get any more talent until round 6. Yeah. That's a heavy price to pay. You know what I mean? But, if that's how you want to build this team, man, that's how you're going to build this team. But this is one of the guys that we are watching with the trades because he is the new manager. And we want to make sure he's not messing the league up, to say the least. All right, so let's go to DGS. So first pick, 101, he traded up to get Jahmyr Gibbs, come back, get CeeDee Lamb, and he makes a trade to get Saquon Barkley as well. So 2 running backs and a receiver. We can call this the hero running back method, and I love it. I really like the hero running back method. But in a Dynasty Superflex league, again, I think like I say, what is 10 quarterbacks came off the board? It's very slim pickings now, right? So, everybody that doesn't have a quarterback at this point will be scrambling, trying to, to fill that gap. And it's going to be tough. Let's go Jersey Mike, who has his porch light on as well. He got 2 QBs and a powerful receiver. All right. So, he respects the super flex spot, understands it, and know what he needs. And it's a lot of teams that have 2. Well, not a lot, but it's a couple of them that got 2 QBs, right? So they pretty much gonna be the ones that's dominating the quarterback rooms. We're gonna grade all of these. We're gonna grade all of these teams once we once the draft is over with. All right. So let's see. Part 2. My man came and got 2 QBs back to back. Then still finagle his way into the 2nd round to get a high upside running back and then get a for sure proven running back, right? And now he's waiting. He's back on the clock in the 6th round, but he already got 4 of his players. He'll double up in the 8th round. And that looks like that's it. Again, right here we can't see any future picks or anything like that. So, but it's all good though. But I'm pretty sure he with a lot of these trades, it's been a lot of future picks that's been going into it. It's just not showing up in this draft for the future picks. So just keep that in mind. Old Dirty Birds, we're gonna have them on in a second. 2 receivers, 2 running backs. These are 4 powerful players, that he was able to get at the turn. And that's pretty good. Like I say, another guy that haven't traded anything He's keeping all of his picks to himself, and I really can't be mad at that. Yeah, honestly, like you don't have to trade. Like there's no rule that says you have to trade. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just do it because they feel like we positioning ourselves and giving ourselves a little edge over the competition. You know what I mean? All right, so let's go to the last pick. Sexy Dixie. Lamar Jackson, James Cook. That's a good 1-2 combo. Then we got Nico and Chase Brown. He solidified his starting running backs, quarterback. Nico Collins is a injury-prone receiver, but as long as he can be on the field, I think he'll be a good pick. So, Sexy Dix is another team that hasn't made any picks as well. And again, like I say, man, trading is not mandatory. It's really optional. So, take that. So overall, man, honestly, I don't see anything that's just like terrible, um, or just very questionable, because even like the double quarterbacks, this guy that took 2 QBs in the first 2 rounds, I get where he's going with that. You know what I'm saying? He still was able to come back and get him 2 great running backs. Who else got 2 quarterbacks? Was it Jersey Mike? He was able to get 2 quarterbacks. He got one of the best wide receivers in football right now. So, I understand that, but that leaves teams like Chargers, quarterbackless, going in round 4. Mad Dog, no, he got him 1. Who else doesn't have a QB? Broncos, DGS, no QB. He got 2. Old Dirty, no QB. So what's that? 3 or 4 teams with no quarterback. And it's the 4th round. So, hey, man, that was just a quick update. I just wanted to get y'all up to speed. And once again, Spicy Brady is on the clock. You're probably going to hear that a lot in this draft. He says he's a pro, but he has to take the most time for everybody just to make these picks that are very obvious. But, I ain't going to clown him too much. I see he do got his porch light on. He's here. He's willing and dealing. He's doing some. Maybe trolling. Who knows? We shall see. We shall see. Let's go back over here and just look at the chat. They just talking about picks, next year prospects, the value of these picks, which I get it, because value looks different for every team. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard, and especially if you got your eye on somebody that's coming out next year and you like, man, I gotta get this guy in the first round or whatever. Future first round could mean something different to somebody like me who like, man, I don't know what those guys gonna be next year. So yeah, I'm not necessarily willing to give up high draft capital to get a first round pick next year. You know what I mean? Now, if you wanna get some of these later round picks for a first next year, then I'm willing to listen to something like that. But nah, I'm good. I'm good. Then it depends on the circumstances as well. But yeah, man, that was just a quick update. I wanted to bring y'all in and let y'all know what was going on. So stay tuned. We're going to be talking about this draft throughout the day. We're going to be popping on, popping off. We're going to be here chilling. Yeah, so just kick back and hang out with us. Hang out with us. All right? Oh, yeah. If you are just tuning in, this is your first time watching, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe and talk football with me, man, because that's what we do around here. We talk football. Okay. Yeah, that's what we do. We talk football, baby. Let me blow it back up. So, we still drafting. It's been a couple of picks thus far. It's a slow draft. We already know that. And so, while we drafting, we're gonna get to know some of our league mates. I had the pleasure of talking with one of them, Old Dirty Birds, and we're just gonna play what we talked about. It was a short conversation, with 20 minutes, something like that. But yeah, we're gonna play that, and then we're gonna revisit the top 10 quarterback list that came out a couple of weeks ago, and we're gonna compare it to the Footballers Money top 10. And we're gonna see what's up with that, and we're gonna talk to Mad Dog Ken as well, and try to get him on the line. And we're just gonna continue to revisit the draft and all things that's going along with that. All right. So you in the right place, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate you for being here. And let's keep this thing going. But before we do that, oh yeah, Dynasty, our Dynasty League, man. Sooner we start drafting, we're gonna be streaming that thing live. And it's gonna be a slow draft, but we're gonna be here to give you all the updates, all the reactions, and everything just like we did for the redraft. So if you're rocking with us, make sure you stay tuned in and cut them notifications on, man, because we're gonna be here a lot. Yes, we're gonna be here a lot. But all right, so let's go ahead and talk to Old Dirty, man, and see what's happening. And he is in two of our leagues. Great dude. And we just chopped it up for a second about a few things in general. All right, let's go.
Taking forever, and then obviously Spice Brady was taking forever.
Yeah, well, hopefully.
And then it just kind of went from there, man. They start pissing off everybody else because everybody else was waiting too.
Right. Well, shit. Hopefully they just get past it and let's get back to the football. Yeah,
Yeah, for real, man.
Because all of that is absolutely ridiculous. It's too much.
Yeah.
Kind of turned a good thing, a good mood, and just made everything go south, man.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so hey, we on, bro. We gonna go ahead and hop in. Shit, we
Oh,
already
shit.
speaking. I know I ain't give you no countdown, no intro or nothing. We just in there.
Gotta call my makeup artist in, man.
I know. So yeah. So we in here. This is Old Dirty Birds, right?
Yeah, that's me, man.
Definitely, we're gonna use your fantasy name. So
Okay.
what's going on, man? Tell us how you feel about it. You did two drafts with us. You know what I mean? One was slow, and the other one is slow as fuck. And so, like, how you feeling? What you thinking?
So man, overall, I mean, I did the first draft with the group, and I feel like it's a pretty good draft. Probably like one of the better fantasy drafts I've had in like a fantasy football league, honestly.
Okay.
And that basically pretty much just kind of like steamrolled into this draft, man. Uh, Honestly, like the draft is going pretty good, man. We had some
Just a couple of
great
hiccups.
answer going back and forth between
Yeah.
people, but
Which is to
it's
be
kind of like
expected.
steamrolled out, I think, a little bit.
All right. That's all good, man. So we've been sitting around waiting on Brady pretty much all night and all day. I almost auto drafted him, but I be trying to be a good guy, man, and not just I don't want to pick anybody picks for him, basically, but I still want to give everybody time to make their picks. And with the 8 hour per pick, draft, I knew it was gonna be slow, but I ain't think anybody will be in here purposely trying to hold up the draft, So they kind of hit a little different when it comes to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about forced picks?
I mean, if it's like problematic for the group, man, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I mean, ultimately, I mean, I kind of like what I think it was Chargers or somebody did like a poll to kind of get like a general consensus of everybody, man, on who, if we should like,
Right.
auto pick somebody. I mean, I'm the same boat as you, man. I want to give someone the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, it's just like if you're doing shit maliciously, man, like either one, you get auto pick, or two, you get booted out of the league.
Right.
I went back and read the rules and shit that you posted on your website, man. I mean, it's all right there. It's just unnecessary fucking drama. I mean, in my
Exactly.
opinion,
It
uh,
is.
and for someone to do that, man, if it is malicious, I get it. People work, but at the same time, man, you ain't working like 16 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to like get in there, do your pick, or set up your auto pick, man. It's
Set
not that
auto
hard,
pick.
which I'm about to do myself here in like 5 minutes. So
All right. Well, that's
just
all good.
managing people's time, man, and just giving people, you know, time is valuable, man. Like, you just can't like sit there and take people's shit. You gotta have like you gotta be like nice to everybody. I can't just like think about yourself, especially in a pick, man. And like this draft too, man. I feel like we had good rapport with everybody
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the
It was
most part. There's a
good.
few new people here from the old one,
Mm-hmm.
but
And
a
it's
couple
like
of new ones, man. But like overall, it's
And
pretty
like
cool.
soon as everybody got in and we closed the door, and Space the Raiders was like, ha 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 ha.
He's like, they paid, man.
Yeah,
They
so
paid, man. We got him. I got him where I want him. Like, nah, but
yeah,
hey, man, he might have a like some trade going on behind the scenes I don't know about. Obviously, you're a commissioner, so you see that stuff.
yeah. Well,
Uh,
I know
Both of
me
us.
and him going back and forth in the trade right now, so uh, it's probably not gonna go through. We can't see eye to eye on it, and like you said, that's how
Yeah.
most trades are because everybody want to win, or at least
Yeah.
feel like they're getting what what they think is
Yeah.
fair. So.
But
I
that's what
don't
the
know.
counter comes in too, like you
Yeah,
could sit there and offer, man. It could be like not beneficial to them or something, well, maybe they see something that you don't.
right.
But like a lot of people, man, they'll just decline it straight up and they like
Yeah,
won't
and
even
keep
like try to
yeah,
negotiate.
and keep
But
moving. So yeah, that's what we've been doing.
mhm,
It's been a lot of counters, and
yeah,
we trying to get it there. But like I say, that's what the time was for stuff like that. And if you actually using it, for doing that, or if you caught up in doing something real quick, but it's round three. We all know basically who we want to pick, especially like in the first 4 or 5 rounds. It should be easy. You know what I mean?
oh
Um,
yeah, for sure.
so I mean, I get if you get to the later rounds and you really got to look into some of these guys because you don't know who to draft in round 25. But I mean, it's round three. Get the high volume. You know what I'm saying? Workhorse guys and keep it moving.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I think this draft's going pretty good though. I mean, it's very comparable to like our previous draft, man. Like how like people were going, but I just feel like also in this draft, man, like people were picking up quarterbacks pretty quickly. So
Crazy, crazy. What
I
is
know,
that?
man. I thought about picking up quarterback, but I don't know yet, man. I think I'm gonna
10
hold it
QBs coming off
hold
the
off a little
board
bit. Yeah.
already. So did you purposely go with the zero running back method for this draft?
Yeah. Well, I did, man. So I can't remember the other draft, but for this one specifically, like I kind of looked at the board, man. Like three, I mean, Gibbs, Robinson, and Taylor, man, they're all taken
Mm-hmm.
pretty
First three.
quickly, and then it was like two quarterbacks, two wide receivers. I
Yeah.
feel like there was more. I feel it was kind of honestly, it was kind of balanced before I got to my pick in the 11th pick, man, across the board. So I was like, I saw the same Brown, man, and Jefferson, dude. And I just went with it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I mean, I have a strategy for these next two picks, but I ain't gonna tell nobody because I don't want nobody listening in to thwart my plans.
And they
But
definitely will. Might not
but
think
man,
they
honestly, looking
listening.
at like the board though, it's very like kind of like neutral, man. Like if you look at picks, there's like almost the same amount as like receivers as to. I mean, there's a little bit more running backs, I think, but like quarterbacks, it's all kind of like balanced for the most part, minus the two, tight ends or whatever.
Right. And I was talking to Mad Dog yesterday and we were trying to figure out who was gonna be the first tight end, and I thought it was gonna be Brock Bowers. And he was like, no,
Well,
Trey
dude,
McBride.
I think McBride went first last time because I know I picked Bowers, but I can't remember if McBride came after Bowers or
Mm.
Bowers came before. I can't remember. Dude. I remember, but McBride and Bowers went almost back to back, the same round or something like that's our last previous draft. So
So looking at everybody picks, like do anything stand out to you? Is there anything
I
that's
mean,
questionable or
no, I mean, I don't know if we're like a dynasty man. Like I'm not. I mean, I understand like doubling up on running backs because running backs have like obviously a short lifespan in my opinion.
Mhm.
And then they're always the ones that get hurt first, typically early on in the season if they do
Right.
get hurt or injured. I mean, I mean, obviously with that, but like, I mean, the quarterbacks, I mean, it's been a while since I've seen double up on quarterbacks in the first 2 rounds. I'm being honest, man.
Right. Well,
Um, but usually people load up on running backs or like running back, wide receiver. But I've never seen like kind of like a double up in a dynasty like this. But hey, man. But
see,
if you look at the picks though for the quarterbacks, they're young, like Drake
yeah,
May,
yeah,
Caleb Williams. I mean, like with I think his name's Park DJ or whatever.
yeah. Part two
I mean,
DJ.
that's kind of a good bet. Yeah, it's kind of a good bet if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
And
just
then
only
J Mitch
quarterbacks.
picked Allen. Yeah, dude. J Mitch picked Allen and Dart. So you got the youth and Dart, but you also got Allen, who's just a producer, man. I mean, that
But
dude's gonna play.
he don't have Dart. He sent that to Jersey Mike. That
Oh,
Dart
he
pick is
did. I
Jersey
see
Mike's.
it.
Yeah. So
Like I'm using the thing I showed you, man. Yeah, dude, he
I
did. I
know,
didn't see
right?
that.
That thing came in
Okay.
clutch. I was like, every time I
Oh
used him,
yeah.
like shout out to Old Dirty.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta like.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
'Cause
So I mean Herbert. I mean, he's kind of hit or miss, man. I mean, I wouldn't probably take him. But,
so we got two teams that double up on the quarterback in the first 3 rounds. It's Jersey Mike. He got Dart and Daniels, but
yeah.
we got and Park two DJ. Other than that, I don't really see anybody else with two QBs.
Yeah. I mean, part two, GJ, I think he's doing it right, man, honestly, for like a dynasty because, I mean, he got youth and quarterbacks there. So that's kind of I kind of see what he's trying to do there, man. If, you know, if he
And
is trying
just
to do something, I don't know. But,
and just try to find your wide receiver and your running back talent later on. Like,
yep.
yeah, it is a strategy that can work, man. I think it's a little too risky for my blood. But I mean,
Yeah.
I took Joe Burrow #1, so there
I mean, you
goes
know my
that.
feelings on Joe Burrow
Huh?
from last draft, man. You know my feelings on Joe Burrow from last draft, but I mean, Drake May, man, if he stays consistent, dude, and he kind of like produces into the going into this new season, I mean, dude, he had like a good run last year, especially in the playoffs or
Yeah,
up in into the playoffs. Caleb Williams too, man. So I mean, if they consistently produce and they start out how they ended last season,
you're right.
I mean, Park DJ, man, he could have like a
Dangerous team.
yeah, especially with the wide receiver core that I think the Bears have now, man. I mean, kind of hate seeing DJ Moore go to Buffalo, but uh,
You think
yeah,
so?
Buffalo.
You think these wide receivers are gonna live up to the hype? Luther Burden the third and Romo Dunze. Well, we all know Colston Loveland is gonna be a
Yeah.
top tier tight end as well. But those
So
receivers,
I think those receivers have like the capacity to achieve their ceiling, man. If I'm being honest, and with Loveland, dude, I mean, he kind of popped off for a little bit last year too, man. I mean that dude has talent too. But with DJ Moore, man, I think they're going to have to try to figure out who's going to be like their go-to wide
hmm
receiver one. Obviously, like I don't know. I like Burden though, man. Like I think he has the ability to kind
yeah,
of like come into his own, man. Honestly,
and he
especially
have
if,
jumped
again, like if
over.
Williams is consistent. Yeah, if Williams is consistent in passing, dude, 100%. Dude, like I think they have a trio there with the tight end and the two wide receivers. To definitely do some damage, man. And then if DJ Swift can get back to what he was doing, a few years back or whatever. Because like I mean, I think last year, man, the Bears had like a committee going on.
Right.
So
And so, what do you think about Kyle Monunga as
I don't know,
the
man. I'm partial to DeAndre Swift, but I mean,
okay,
that's my. I mean, I'm playing favorites when I say that, man. But
okay,
I think that could be a good lethal 1-2 punch, man.
yeah, and I
Honestly,
think
um,
that's what they building to.
yeah.
Yeah, Chicago got a
But
good
they
young
would have to.
core.
Oh yeah, 100%. And if they split it, man, they split the backfield evenly, dude. I think it's kind of going to be like what Detroit had with Gibbs and Montgomery, dude. Like just you got one power, one speed, and
Yeah,
then both get break it off to
and
do some damage.
yeah, and help you win
Massive
the week or
yardage or
two.
touchdown. 100%. Yeah.
All right,
So
that's good shit though. So what about these
I don't know how
guys?
I felt.
Say what?
So
Go ahead.
no, I don't know how I feel about Nabers, man.
By who?
Nabers, man. Then y'all were talking about CD Lamb too, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like CD Lamb's in like a and like I said that last night, I think in your live stream when you had Mad Dog in. I was typing in your comments on YouTube. I don't really I say like CD man, it's like hit or miss. It's just like one we're counting on Dak to be healthy.
I
Um,
think that could be healthy. Yeah,
you think so?
yeah,
All right,
I think
but
he'll make it.
I've had Dak not last year, but 2 seasons prior, dude, and dude, he let me down both seasons, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was
Oh
a little
yeah.
upset, so I'm
I
a little
mean,
butthurt about that. But
even last year he had his bad games, bad fantasy
yeah,
games. But when he had some great games, I think more with Dak is the value because, like, he's not going like the rest of these. Like, I have him ranked a little higher than a lot of these quarterbacks, for fantasy
yeah.
purposes. But
Oh yeah, 100%.
yeah, and it's like he's just falling, So if you can get him a little later, I'm surprised that he went in the second round. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Mad Dog is a Cowboy fan as well, so I think that
Yeah,
was
I could see that yesterday, man.
yeah, I think that's more of a heart pick,
Yeah,
but it can still work, if GP and Dak can, kind of duplicate what they did last season, it'll
yeah,
be all right. I got Jackson Dart in one of the other leagues, and I'm
yeah, I saw
conflicted
that.
about that.
Well, I was trying to trade you for him, man, but my offer wasn't good enough apparently, so
Well, we'll have to revisit it. We'll have to revisit it, man,
yeah,
and see. But yeah, I'm gonna need another quarterback. I'm gonna need
yeah.
another quarterback for sure over there.
Um, but dude, I
Oh,
think McBride speaking of tight ends, man, I think oh shit, that's me. All right.
we got action, so you
Mm,
already ready to rock.
and I think like the tight ends too, man. I think McBride and Bowers, dude, I think they're right up there. I think they're good picks in the second, third round. I think they're like kind of like almost like sleeper picks, man. But like they definitely have the potential to like, but man, the quarterback and like, I mean, I don't even know who the quarterback is in Arizona right now, man. But like, I think with Brock Bowers, man, like if Mendoza comes in, he's able to like, do something with Bowers, dude, or he has like some kind of like connection, dude, when they play together. But like, I like Kirk Cousins, man, only because well, he was with Falcons last year, but and the year before that. But like, he's also he'll dump it over to the tight end too,
Yeah,
man. So if you have
I
Bowers on
agree.
the field and you have, Cousins on there, because I mean, look what Cousins did in like Minneapolis, dude, with or I'm sorry, Minnesota
And yeah,
with
Minnesota
TJ Hawkinson, man. I mean, dude, that guy had like stellar years
and
right there
that
with Jefferson too, man.
and
I
that was the
mean,
last we seen of Hawk.
yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, he hasn't really done much. I mean, I think last year, like Hawkinson was injured, but I mean, I'm hoping this year, man, he kind of like turns it around, dude. And they got Kyler Murray now too, and I don't think JJ McCarthy was the answer to anything up there, man. I
No,
do
no.
kind of just a disappointment if I'm being honest, but
Yeah, Justin Jefferson only had 2 touchdowns last year, I think, and
hmm
that's crazy. I couldn't even
yeah,
believe it when I was looking at that. Hey, so let me ask you about what do you think
yeah,
about like Broncos? So I think we done came to the conclusion that he's fairly a new manager, or at least new to Dynasty.
yeah.
How did you handle managers like this?
I mean, the Bronco man, like I think it's just like because I remember when I first, man, like probably 7, 8 years ago when I first started playing fantasy. I was kind of the same boat, man, but like I was like trying to pick all Falcons players. And but with him, man, like I kind of understand that appeal. I mean, he seems like a Rams fan. I don't know him personally, but he seems like a Rams fan, especially from the previous draft.
Right, for sure.
But I mean, he has good value, man. I think even in this draft with Nakua, and then I mean, Matthew Stafford, dude, he put up huge numbers last
Right,
year. So I think
MVP.
with Stafford, yeah, but if you have like if you stack your team with all one team, dude, you're setting yourself up for failure. But they're good bargaining chips too, man. If he's
And,
smart enough and he like
and
looks at the
trade some.
board, he could
Yeah,
probably trade off some people and get something good in return
I
for
tried
it.
to get some from him. He didn't want to do business, but probably didn't
He
like my
might be just a
trade.
diehard. He might just be a diehard Rams fan, man. So
That's what it looked like, kind of getting the
he's
same
gonna ride or
players.
die.
Yeah,
Like they either gonna make him or break him. And I mean, but until he gets that experience too, man. I think you kind of like can't play favorites, especially in fantasy. It's all about points. And as much as I say what I was saying about Dak getting hurt, I think he's gonna put up big numbers, man. He puts up big numbers every year. My only concern sometimes he gets hurt,
yeah,
and then when he is hurt, dude, it's kind of like he comes back and he's just kind of like not the same as he was prior to, and not. not last year or the year before, but a couple years before that, I had him 2 back-to-back seasons, man. He got hurt,
Yeah, and
and
that
he
was
kinda
tough.
put me in a bad spot, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that was tough to watch as a fan.
Yeah, I hear that, man. Hey, man. I hear it because like the Falcons, dude, like they're just. I mean, as much as I want to, like break away from them and just go find like another team to root for, I can't, man.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
in
I'm
you.
hoping, man, the Falcons turn it around, bro, this year. Because damn, like it's been a long time.
So how do
You
you
got
feel
like
about the
winning teams.
Falcons with who y'all got Tua? Y'all got Tua coming
So we
in,
got
right?
Tua,
Yeah.
man. Man, I like Penix. Um, my concern with him is obviously even when the Falcons drafted him, like I mean, a lot of like Falcon podcasts I follow, man, like they're like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, dude, because I mean, dude, he has like a history of injury in college, man. Like he comes in, like gets hurt again, again, same, opposite knee, but like both knees are kind of like injured, man. And dude, as much as I would like to see that dude succeed, man, I just don't think it's possible, man. And like with Tua, he can ball, man. He can put in big numbers for the Falcons too, especially with like Drake London and Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is underused. He's been underused for the past like 4 or 5 years.
Okay, so I believe that's right around the time where we got disconnected. But we had a great talk. I had a great talk with my man ODB, right? Good dude. He in 2 of our footballers money leagues. He in the redraft and he's in the dynasty as well. So um we're gonna keep going in the show, right? Like we always do. We gotta do. And up Hey, take your game to the next level with Football is Money Plus. Get access to everything we got going on and help the show out while you're at it. Right? Head over to footballismoney.com and become a part of our fantasy family by joining Football is Money Plus. All right? See you there. All right, so we're gonna go and check out the league and see what's transpired since the last time we was here. As always, I gotta make myself smaller. Tired of making myself smaller for the league. All right, so let's see what we got. What we got? We going live, and it's on me. I'm in the middle of a stream. Didn't even realize it's my pick. So, I mean, I guess perfect timing. Let's see who came off the board since the last time we spoke. I think Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs. We got T Mac coming off, so he doubled up receivers after doubling up on quarterbacks. We got Lad McConkey, Kyron Williams. We got the baby goat, Brees Hall. All right, he could finally pop this year. But these aren't spicy Brady picks. You got to look at the names right here. All right, and now your boy is on the board. And as you can see, I got my list over here already. I'm going to go with Buka. Y'all don't be trying to steal my picks. Don't be trying to steal my picks. Because I know you. You know what I'm saying? I know how y'all get down. Well, man, I hope my volume is good. I hope everybody can hear me. You know what I'm saying? But let me go check on some trades and see what's going on. Old Dirty sending me a trade. That's the guy we were just on here with. Yeah, let me see. Let me see what they talking about. Commiss check trade offers. Sent an offer at Jersey. He sent them an offer. Maybe Commiss gave up on us and packed it in, man. I never give up on you. Yeah. Nah, I'm just gonna holler at them. All right. I'm on it though. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's go. Let's go review these trades. Yeah. Oh, what trade? They've been hitting me. Let me see. You want to give me a 27-second round? Don't care about it. 909, 709. What do you want? 408 and 2105. Yeah. I can't do that one. Can't do that one right now, player. Yeah, they anxious. They ready to get everything going. All right. So we gotta tend to this, right? So let's go ahead and play our chat with Mad Dog. Hey, football is money. Don't stop just because the show is ended. Go to footballismoney.com and sign up for one of our fantasy leagues. You can check out rankings, league reports, exclusive content, and upcoming Football is Money Draft Center will be there very soon. We're going to try to get that implemented before the season kicks off. Everything we build is designed to help you become a smarter football fan and a better fantasy manager. Visit footballismoney.com today and check out what we got going, man. Oh shit, I have my phone number. We're waiting. We're waiting. Ain't no trades. And like when these drafts go over so long like this here and the guys take forever to make their picks, it's kind of like it just drains the energy of the entire draft room. You know what I mean? Because everybody pumped up, they ready to draft, and yeah, and then you get to pick number 6, and it just like stops. Since 12 o'clock, we got 5 picks, and it's almost 5 o'clock. Come on, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing, my boy? But yeah, what can you do? Like, what can
So
you do about that?
you can't do about nothing. You know, I think rookies coming into the league. What do you think about Cornell Tate?
I like I like the situation. I like the path to production. I like that he's teaming up with another young quarterback in Cam Ward, new head coach Robert Sala, and I think this team will be able to actually compete in AFC South
I I
this
think
year.
it's a rookies out
We
there.
up again. So if it break out again, this is definitely a video engine, and we'll have to find another way to do remote video.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I mean, as y'all can see, we've been having a little technical difficulties, but we still trying to make sure that we is here to give you guys this content from this draft, right? And we're gonna continue to do that. We're gonna continue to do it, man, because can't nobody slow me down. How the song go? Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. All right, so we're just gonna pop the draft up for a minute. All right, y'all. So that's gonna wrap it up for this show. We're gonna upload this show. I guess this is gonna double as our video for this week. All right. So man, we're gonna continue to stream live. We're gonna be back on in about 15, 20 minutes. Just enough time to get me to review everything and make sure I'm not lacking as my title as being a commissioner of multiple leagues. So I'm gonna go check some leagues. Go do a couple of things that I need to do real quick, and I'm gonna get set up for the live stream that we're gonna continue to do. We are in the 4th round, 9th pick, 3:44 left on the clock, and we'll see what we looking like when we get back. And it's football, it's money, baby. You did. Hey, football is money. Don't stop just because the show is ended. Go to footballismoney.com and sign up for one of our fantasy leagues. You can check out rankings, league reports, exclusive content, and upcoming Football is Money Draft Center will be there very soon. We're going to try to get that implemented before the season kicks off. Everything we build is designed to help you become a smarter football fan and a better fantasy manager. Visit footballismoney.com today and check out what we got going, man. Don't miss a single episode of Football is Money. Every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be breaking down the biggest stories in the NFL, fantasy football strategies, rankings, betting perspectives, and everything that's happening around the NFL. Subscribe today, turn on your notifications so you're always ready for kickoff.
That's a wrap. Thanks for listening to Football is Money. Find every episode and more at footballismoney.com.